want to go first?
Yeah, no, just maybe talk a little bit about your experiences playing Daphne and I mean, such an iconic role for girls. I mean, I just turned 35 this week, so I grew up watching Scooby-Doo, but she was always like that one you look at and you're like, I want
my hair to do that.
Yeah. How did that happen?
Yeah. Well, I've been playing her for almost 20 years, and it's weird because I used to always think of myself as like the new Daphne, and I was like, oh, I'm just the new Daphne, but now I'm like, oh my God, I've been playing it longer than anybody else has ever played Daphne, so I guess I am Daphne, officially. But they say that as I've played her over the years, she's gotten snarkier and snarkier because I kind of have like a sarcastic personality. She started out as like really nice and sweet, and and I've kind of like put all my little, whenever there's a girl that's like after Fred, I'm always like, no, I'll say my little things to her, So yeah, a lot of me has come out in Daphne over the years. So, but she does. I mean, I wasn't trying to match Mary Kay because Mary Kay had been such a great friend of mine, the woman who played Daphne before, and I just felt so strange about stepping into the role. But her husband was like, she would want you to. You were a student, do you want some stranger to play her part? And I'm like, no, but this is just so bizarre, and it was so fresh from her passing away, and so I didn't want to voice match her. I just went in and did my own thing, and I don't know whether I've started to sound more like Daphne over the years or Daphne just. I don't know, it's strange, but I feel like Daphne's just me, only with better hair. Her. Yeah. My sister's a hairdresser, she came to my room this morning at the crack of dawn to do my hair, and I keep seeing myself in the mirror going, oh, usually it's like frizzy and weird.
After all of these years playing Daphne, and you've been able to work with a lot of guest stars with Scooby-Doo. Kiss is the top of the game.
I've never been to a thing this big before. I mean, we've worked with a lot of people, like, all the wrestling people and, all that kind of stuff, and I've never been, this kind of thing. I've never walked in front of those things with the pattern on it that you see on famous people's Twitter. You're like, oh, where did I get that? I want to get a bunch of posters and put it behind me and just be like, I'm just walking in front of a press line right now. I got a free Bluetooth speaker because I was standing with Polly and Matt. And we were on the TV Guide yacht, and they were probably like, she's famous, probably. But the lady was like, would you like a Bluetooth? I could see that she was just like, oh no, I don't know who this person is. She's probably gonna get in trouble. I could see her like, oh shit, my boss is gonna kill me. But I was like, yes, I would like that Bluetooth speaker. Thank you. I am somebody. Yes, I am. You'll just Google me. Anyway, I do pop up. I know. But it's funny. I'm just totally bragging about myself. But I just hired a publicist and they found out all this stuff about me that I didn't know. So I was like, wow, that's awesome. And they were like, you've done more character voices than any other woman ever in all of history. And I was like, really? Well, because I guess, all those main people, there wasn't cable and there's so many opportunities to do voiceover now that it was easier for me to do them for them. Because they only had 3 channels and not a lot of things. But it was I was like, wow, I was very impressed with myself. I was telling everybody, do you know who I am? But but I've never been at a big thing like this. So Kiss obviously is probably the biggest. And I hadn't met them until today because we worked all separately. But I kept trying to introduce myself, but I was the awkward person kind of on the outside of the group, trying to blend in. People were talking to me ha 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 ha, I'm in this group. And then they would just kind of close off and I was like, okay, I'm not in that group. I'm gonna go have a sandwich. And then it would kind of open up again and I was like, I'm gonna go introduce them. No, I'm not. It's weird. Abort. Walk away. But anyway, finally they were walking out of an interview and we were walking in and I was like, oh, right here, I've got to put my hand up. Just put your hand up. So I did to Gene and he just grabbed me and he did a pirouette spin and he was like, I like girls. And he just grabbed me. Yeah, he pressed my head against his chest and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, they're all very nice though. Very nice. You would never know they're huge celebrities.
Since you've been doing voiceover for a long time, what was your first role?
Gosh, I played Reptar, the little dinosaur on Rugrats, that little green dinosaur. I saw a man wearing the shirt and I was like, never mind. That would be really weird and desperate woman who walked out. I did that. But it was just one episode where Reptar, they went to some fantasy world and Chucky was there and Reptar just weird little creature sounds. And then I played the McNulty brothers on Rugrats, and then it just kind of spiraled from there. I got Fairly Odd Parents, which was just a pilot, and that who knew? I was 25 years old. I was like, I'm 41 now, and I was like, who knew I'd still be doing Fairly Odd Parents, still going. So yeah, always tell every time I see Butch, I'm like, "Hey Butch, thanks for the house and stuff."
Speaking of speaking of Fairly Odd Parents, alright. Fan resurgence of fans been wanting more episodes. That's why we originally got the new episodes. How did you feel when all of a sudden you see fans begging for more episodes?
One question after that.
Okay.
Okay.
I love that fans have so much power because, you know, they really, if they want something, they almost got Kids Next Door back on Cartoon Network. We did like a little teaser thing and fans just like really loved it. I'm so grateful to them. That's why I'm always nice to everybody. It's not because I'm a nice person. It's just because I'm hoping that they'll ask for my shows to come back and like me. I don't ever want anybody to have a bad experience with me because like one bitchy moment will just live on in infamy. Like you could just not have had your coffee and you're like, "Oh, excuse me," and they're like, "Oh, I met Gray once." She was like, "Excuse me," you know, and then that just gets told and so on.
And with the technology today,
I know.
it really gets told.
Oh, believe me.
and told.
I've taken I don't take a ton of terrible photos, but every single one of them is online. The first 5 pictures that if my name comes up. There was one that was on my IMDb forever. I mean not IMDb, Wikipedia. It was just me on some panel at Comic-Con going, like it was a total Tracy flick, like, you know, like my eyes are all, and I'm like, I kept trying to change it. Like I would put my friend took these beautiful photos of me and I was like, "Oh, not that one, I don't know that one," and they're like, "We don't have the rights," and we need like a thing from your photographer saying that Wikipedia would be able to use it. And finally I'm like, I'm just gonna take a picture from Wikipedia. So if you go to my Wikipedia, there's a picture of me, like I'm in my car, but I mean at least I look cute, and I've got my thing and it says my official Wikipedia photo, and it's a selfie. Because I'm like, and they used it right away and it's never gone away, so I'm like, I'll fix that problem, because I was like, oh god, I hope people that I meet don't look at my Wikipedia because it's so embarrassing. Anyway. Thank you. I guess
Thank you so
you.
much.
So